Finally, after the summer away in Istanbul and Romania, I'm finally back in the motherland. Really excited to be here. First things first, my friend Vincenzo was coming to pick me up at the airport. He's usually the one that comes to get me, and so it's always good to see him. We've been friends for a number of years, and it's always good to see him when I get back in town. It was a very rough travel day. That connection was very tight. I made it, luckily, because I'm in decent shape and I speak Italian. Otherwise, it would have been but anyway, sono qui con il mio amico più fedele. Guardate che bella faccia. Com'è Vincenzo? Tutto a posto? Sì, tutto bene. It's about a 40-minute drive from the airport to where I live in Vibo, so we're on our way back to the town that I used to live in to pick up my car, and then we'll make our way to my new apartment, get all settled in, and maybe even hang out with some people for the rest of the night. Okay, so first order of business today, I have to go talk to my car insurance company because they were supposed to suspend service and they told me to send an email, and I did, knowing that they probably wouldn't actually suspend service. Then when I called them to reactivate the service, they're like, oh yeah, your policy is good until the 19th. And I was like, right, you guys didn't suspend service like I asked you to. So I've got to go there, take care of that. That's sort of the first thing that we're going to work on today. You can tell that this is the kind of thing that drives me a little crazy because they're simple things, right? And I know this. It was a rookie mistake. I shouldn't have sent the email. I should have gone in person and blah, 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 blah. But you just assume that when somebody tells you that they're going to do something, that they will do it. But a lesson for here in Italy is that if you don't do it in person, it's not going to happen, okay? It's very unlikely that it's going to happen unless the other party has some sort of finance involved as well, and it's convenient for them for that reason, right? So anyway, I've got to go take care of this whole insurance situation. They'll fix it, okay? That's one thing about Italians. They're very flexible people. So we'll work on that. I thought I would share a little bit of what Vibo looks like before I headed into the insurance company. It's a very cute place. In some ways really old, but in other ways quite modern as well. So I just really enjoy spending my time here. It's a nice city. People are super friendly, good food, all the things. And anyway, let's take care of this insurance situation. Okay, so that wasn't quite as easy as I thought it was going to be. Mostly just because the original agent that was working with me wasn't there, so she had to talk to him and blah, 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 blah. I mean, the bureaucracy has infiltrated every single part of Italian culture, I feel like. Anyway, it'll get taken care of. I'm not worried about it. Also, I got stuck in a pretty serious rainstorm. So there's that. So I'm headed back to my home. I've got lunch, and then I've got teaching for the rest of the day, so we'll deal with that. But yeah, I managed to make it through. No big deal. Okay, one thing, I don't know if you can tell the difference in the lighting. I decided to keep recording because one thing I will say is that Calabria has some really intense thunderstorms, and as soon as I closed that recording, all of a sudden it started to get really dark here, and then I could hear the thunder was really, really intense. So I don't know if you're going to be able to hear it while I'm actually on the phone, but whew, this time of year especially, the thunderstorms are intense. I remember last year I was freaked out. I was basically I didn't have a car last year, so I was basically stuck inside for 2 weeks on end. I had major cabin fever. It'll be a bit easier now, but even still, I mean, I always get really freaked out when these thunderstorms come through. Anyway, yes, headed back home. Oh, can you hear that? That's exactly what I'm talking about. Anyway, I'm headed home. Wish me luck. Should get home safe, make some lunch, and then hopefully have a relaxing rest of my teaching day. Okay, so change of plans. Now it's raining so hard. I mean, I can't even hardly drive in this because it's raining so hard, my windshield wipers won't even wipe fast enough. Yeah, and it looks like there's also some hail involved in this, so that's not cute. I don't even know if you can hear me with how loud it's raining. But yeah, can you see? I will just never get used to Calabrian thunderstorms. The rest of the day was just a regular teaching day, nothing too exciting to talk about, but boy, look at those hands go, huh? Okay, it's a new day, much better weather today. I am here at my mechanic's place. I have a couple issues with my car, so just small things like the window went down, and then I couldn't get it back up. So anyway, he's gonna fix that, and also have a tail light out, and don't want to give any more excuses for why I should get pulled over. So anyway, that's the plan for today. Otherwise, my man Nicola, the mechanic here, is awesome. He's the man, and he always takes good care of me. So that's the plan for today. Life in Calabria is being in a perpetual state of waiting. Okay, it's 11:15, no sign of my mechanic, but that's just how it is. You should be on time, but just know that you'll be sitting around waiting for a while. That's all. But no, they always take good care of me. I always have good experiences with them. It's just usually takes a lot longer than what I expected it to, but as long as they do a good job, does it really even matter? I have a long-standing joke with my cousin that none of the clocks in Calabria work, so there's the culprit. This has been my mechanic since I bought the car. Actually, I bought the car from this mechanic. So they always do a great job. They take good care of their customers, and I think a lot of people from town come here. The window thing was a little bit more involved than we thought it was going to be, but whatever. They got it all figured out. So yeah, all in all, everything worked out, and actually I was out of there pretty fast, so they managed to figure that out quickly, and they always do a good job. Even wiped down my window. It did such a great job. And at the end of the day, he didn't even charge me for labor. He just charged me the cost of the piece. So that's why I love Calabrians. I usually do some sort of grocery shopping and whatnot midweek, so Wednesday's kind of the day to do that. Usually the grocery stores are a little bit less crowded and I can get around much quicker. There's nothing that exciting about an Italian grocery store aside from the fact that this is a definite culture shock. You have to tag your own veggies in Italy, and if you don't do it, then they make you go back and get the tag yourself. It's kind of a pain in the ass. So all that to say, just make sure that you tag your veggies before you go to the cash register. And actually, I made a mistake here. I put the wrong tag. Actually made a mistake. On Thursday, I was invited to make empanadas with some of my Argentinian friends.
Un'esperienza religiosa.
Un'esperienza non si mai. Concentração. Aí vai, cosa que va una città va. Esto c'è altra cosa.
Okay, so I wasn't going to give an update about this whole insurance thing because I really gave Calabrians the benefit of the doubt that this was going to be easier to resolve. But basically what happened is they told me that it was 88 days that I suspended service, not 90. And so it has to be 90 days of suspended service at a minimum. And I'm like, it's 2 days. And nobody ever told me that it was going to be that way. So we got into it a little bit, but whatever. Anyway, at the end of the day, basically he told me that at the end of the policy, at the end of the year policy, that, he would apply a bigger discount. He already gives me a decent discount, so whatever. But I got played a little bit today. I'm not gonna lie. I will admit I got played a little bit today. He even got me to pay for the rest of the policy. So, you know, whatever. It is what it is. He told me next time that you suspend service, just tell me you're suspending service. Don't tell me from when to when, and if there's a 2 days in between, I'll give you my own car and you can drive my own car for 2 days. So whatever. Calabrians, I will say one thing about them is, you know, as long as you're good to each other, they're fair. Okay, so whatever. I got a little played today, but it's okay. I know that he'll make it right with me. He's been my my insurance agent for quite some time. So anyway, that's a small update. It's been taken care of. My car's insured for the rest of the time that I'm here and even into next year. So that's good. On Saturday, I just ran some errands, went and did some laundry. The owner of the laundromat is actually a good friend of mine, so it was kind of cool to hang out with him. We ended up going to get a coffee at the local bakery that's just around the corner from the laundromat as I waited for my clothes to finish washing and drying. I loved this place. This place is so cute. They have so many beautiful designs and really creative cookies and whatnot that they make. I just thought this was cute, so I thought I would show it to you. On Sunday, Vincenzo invited me to go to the Festa di San Raffaele in his father's town of Rombiolo. It's a cute town. I've never been here before. Ciao Vincenzo.
Ciao.
Siamo nel paese di tuo padre, no? At the time of shooting this, Vincenzo didn't even know which saint we were celebrating. In any case, I thought it would be nice to show the church. Then we went and played some games while we were waiting for the performances to go on. This might be the most American thing I've ever done.
Vai.
Sei capace?
Vai.
I promised Vincenzo that I wouldn't show how awful he did at this, so we'll cut to my talking. Mamma mia, che cacciatore. It's amazing that I have friends. His face says it all. The rest of the night was just music and dancing. It was a great first week back in Calabria. I'm really happy to be back. Can't wait to make more videos for you guys. Like, share, and subscribe. And if you like this video, please let me know because it took an eternity to edit.